Hi everyone, welcome to one of my new videos. Today we are going to be talking about the interesting subject of toilet roll. And you may be thinking, well, why are we going to be talking about that? We literally just use it and then throw it down the drain. But why would we spend so much money on something that we literally just throw down the drain? We should put a little bit more thought into it. So today I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks when you go to the store, when you go to the supermarket to buy toilet tissue, because we don't need to be spending so much on it. And a lot of the companies nowadays put so many different twists on the actual name of the product that it becomes difficult for us to consciously think about whether we're actually getting a good deal or not. You will sometimes find, and I'm sure, I fall into the trick of it, where you see ultra and mega roll and double soft and all of these things and 2-ply, and you realise, you think to yourself, am I getting a good deal? I think I'm getting a good deal. It says mega roll, and then you come home and you've used the roll in the first day of using it, and you're like, why has that already run out? I thought it was a mega roll. I don't know whether anybody else has had that problem, but today I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks, like I said, on how to purchase toilet roll. So over the kind of last few months of couponing, I've kind of gathered a lot of different types of toilet roll here that I've got around me. I'm currently covered in toilet tissue, and I'm going to be going through these varieties. Now with most of these, actually got these for free or a very discounted cost, which is why I've even gone for some of these brands or types of toilet tissue in the first place. But it's going to give us a good idea of how cost effective these are if we just pay straight out of pocket for them, or if we pay with, say, the minimal coupon that we get on toilet tissue these days anyway. So we're going to kick it off. I've wrote down a list of all of the different types of toilet tissue. So we're going to be looking at Cottonelle, we're going to be looking at Angel Soft, we're going to be looking at Charmin, we're going to be looking at Marcal, which is a relatively new brand, I think, that's come out in the toilet tissue industry, which is recycled paper. It specialises in recycled paper. So first of all, we're going to kind of compare these, and we're going to see whether each one is as cost effective as it sounds, which you will begin to realise that a lot of these are not very cost effective. So to work out whether you are getting a good deal, first off, and I think this is one of the most important things to kind of remember and to think about when you are shopping for toilet paper, is that there's so many different sizes, there's so many different words that are put on a description for toilet paper nowadays, that it is very difficult to become lost and decide actually, what is the best value for money. Is a larger pack for a cheaper price better value for money? Am I getting a better value for money because this is a mega roll or a double roll, or it's 2-ply or it's 4-ply or it's ultra soft? We really need to kind of bring this down to a common factor so that we can decide whether we are actually getting a good deal. And the best common factor that we can bring all of these brands down to is something called square footage. Now obviously we don't use toilet paper in square footage, but each package always comes with a description somewhere on it where it will tell you, either in meters squared or in square feet, how much toilet paper is actually included in the pack. Not each roll, but each pack as a whole. So you know how much square footage you are getting for the price that you are paying. And we can then easily use this price that we are kind of given for the toilet tissue, divide it by the number of square footage that we've got, or square feet, and that will give us a price per square foot, and that allows us to kind of compare each separate individual manufacturer, brand, and kind of type of toilet tissue to make sure that we're getting the most value for money per square foot. Okay, so the first packet of toilet paper that we're going to look at is Angel Soft. This is the 4 regular roll pack, and you'll usually find this at discount stores like the Dollar Tree, obviously for $1. This is 4 regular rolls. You'll notice that these are they look quite small for 4 regular rolls in comparison to other brands and manufacturers that make, other toilet tissue rolls. But one of the first things we need to look at to obviously start to compare this is to look at this square footage of this toilet paper. So usually where you will find the square footage isn't in big clear writing anywhere on the product itself. It's usually always in a little band of writing near the bottom of the package, and it's usually the same writing, the same type of writing on each toilet tissue package, so it's easy to find once you've found it on one, I guess. So I'm going to bring this closer. As you can see, this is probably back to front to you, but you will see that it's usually this green writing at the bottom, and it will usually give you how many ply this paper is. So for this particular brand, it's 2-ply. It's unscented bathroom tissue. It says there's 4 rolls in the package. and it says how many square feet. So for this package it's 58.6 square feet or 5.4 meters squared, and then it says how many rolls that are per sheet. Sorry, how many sheets that are per roll. So for this one there's 132 sheets per roll. And obviously you could go on sheets, but a lot of the time obviously a lot of the different brands use a different ply of toilet tissue, and so that can get very complex and complicated. So we're going to go by square footage. So like I said, this one is 58.6 square foot. So if we break this down and we work out how much this paper is per square foot, we get a value of, I'm just looking at my paper where I calculated them, 0.0170, and I'm going to do this to kind of 4 decimal points just to make sure that there's kind of, you see more of a difference between the prices, because obviously this has got 58.6 square feet in it, but if you bring it down to 1 square foot you're going to end up with a decimal number. So this is 0.017, so pretty much about 2 cents, just under 2 cents per square foot. So good deal. Maybe we'll come to see in the end whether it actually is. So the next brand I've got, well actually it's the same brand, but I've instead decided to get this Angel Soft, and this is the 12 big rolls. It says there's about 60% more sheets per roll, but again we're not going to compare the sheets, we're going to compare the square footage. So this is 12 big rolls. You will notice with these rolls that they are significantly bigger, just kind of visually looking at them, than the ones that we get from the Dollar Tree. If I bring these up now for you, you can see, well, it's not that much of a big difference actually on camera, but in real life there is a big difference between these roll sizes. So this particular package, there's 12 rolls in it. Apparently it's claiming there's 60% more sheets, but it's comparing to a completely different brand, not itself. So these again are 2 ply, they're unscented bathroom tissue. We've got 12 rolls in the package, we know, and they're also saying that there is 198 sheets per roll. So we know we are definitely getting more sheets per roll in this package than we are in the smaller package that we can get in the Dollar Tree. But we're getting 264 square feet. So it may not sound like we're actually getting that many more sheets per roll, but we're getting almost 4 to 5 times the amount of square footage in this package. And so this is 12 sheets. If we work that out, the usual price of this package, and I've tried to get most of these prices from Walmart, obviously, you know, toilet tissue varies in all sorts of different retailers, but I've tried to get most of these prices from Walmart, so we have kind of something that isn't variable, like a non-variable price. So these Angel Soft 12 big rolls, 264 square feet, they cost about $6.74 at Walmart, but if we actually work out per square footage, we're actually paying 0.0255 cents per square foot. So you may think like these are bigger rolls, you're getting more for your money, but we're actually not getting more for our money, because we're actually paying more than 2 cents per square foot, whereas these smaller rolls from the Dollar Tree, where we were only getting 4, you might think, oh well, there's not very many in this package, this is probably going to work out less cost effective. This is actually more cost effective than buying this big pack of 12 rolls, where it's claiming they're big and there's also 60% more sheets. You're actually not getting as good value for money from these, you're actually getting better value for money with the regular rolls, and so that's where it gets very misleading. That's just one example though. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep comparing, because I realise everybody has their favourite type of toilet tissue or one that they usually go for when they go to the store. And some people just go for the ones that are on promotion, or whether they're on sale or they've got a discount. And this video should help you to kind of look at these deals when you go into the store and think, am I really getting a good deal from this particular brand? Okay, so the next brand that we're going to take a look at is Charmin. And Charmin usually is one of those brands that kind of prides itself more on the softness of its toilet tissue, as opposed to kind of how many rolls or how many sheets per roll they're going to give us. So if we look at this one, this is the ultra soft variety, and at the top here it's claiming that these are double rolls, so they're bigger than regular rolls, and around 6 of these big rolls are going to give us the equivalent of about 12 of their regular rolls. And we'll come back to this because I do actually have 12 of their regular rolls in the Charmin basic variety, so we will be able to compare this quite well. So if we look again here, we'll be able to see the same writing at the bottom, very, very similar to the Angel Soft that we had a look at previously. And this says there's 6 rolls here, there's 154 2-ply sheets per roll, and it says the total amount of square footage or square foot per the package is 100 feet. So if we look at this, there's 100 feet worth of toilet tissue in here. Sorry, 100 feet squared, or 100 foot squared. 100 feet squared. So there's 100 feet, 100 feet squared of toilet tissue here, and these packages usually are around $5.99 for the 6 rolls. I got mine from Stop and Shop, but generally if you buy this from Walmart, it's going to be around $5.99 depending on the Walmart that you purchase it from. And this came to, dividing it by the square footage, this came to about 0.0579 cents per roll. So we're actually paying 5 cents, or just over 5 cents per individual foot of buying this particular paper. So we're thinking, oh great, you know, it's use 4 times less slogan, and 6 double rolls equals 12 regular rolls. We're getting apparently a really good deal for this, but in actual fact it's 5 cents per square foot, which is actually quite extortionate to pay for toilet paper. So this is necessarily a very good option, even though it looks to be a good option. And now I'm going to kind of pair it to the basic Charmin, which is a 12 roll pack, and we'll be able to see whether it is as kind of a good a deal as it's giving off. So the next one we're going to look at, as I said, was the Charmin Basic, and the Charmin Basic is apparently kind of a less luxurious type of toilet tissue for the Charmin brand, but apparently it's still soft, but it's also affordable. So this is a bonus pack. It says there's 297 free sheets, so we're thinking we're getting a really good deal. And it also says that originally this pack should have been 9 bulk rolls, but you're getting 12 bulk rolls. And as you can see, it's very difficult to see on camera whether these are actually, you know, bulk rolls, shall we say. But in comparison to all the other ones, they do look like there is a little bit more, few more sheets on them than the regular Angel Soft roll, shall we say. So here we go. There isn't much other advertising that says that you're going to get more out of these. There is something on the back here which says extra extra, and then it says 4 times stronger, and you can use up to 4 times less as well. But that does have asterisks next to it, so we'll give that the benefit of the doubt for now. But again, on the bottom here, we've got all the information that we need to know to work out the square footage. We've got 12 rolls in this pack, as we said before. There's 264 one-ply sheets. So we're getting 1-ply sheets in here in comparison to the 2-ply that we've got in all the other ones. So these are going to be a little bit thinner quality. But there's 264 of the sheets on this roll, which I believe is more than any other roll that we've looked at currently by about 100 sheets. And below here we're saying that it's got a total of 31.6 meters squared, or 344 feet of square footage of toilet paper in this whole pack. So that's, I believe, the most that we've had so far on the toilet paper that we've looked at. So if we look at this, the Charmin Bulk Basic with the 12 bulk bonus rolls, this is 344.4 square feet, and we've got a value usually in Walmart of about $4.97. So this works out at about 0.0144 cents, so just over $1 per square foot, which is remarkably better value than, say, this particular pack, which is, yes, okay, we're getting half the amount of rolls, but it's more than double the price. In fact, it's almost 5 times the price as buying the Charmin Basic, which is quite a big difference, considering that this is basically telling you that even though there's only 6 rolls, you should be able to get as much out of these as 12 regular rolls. So now we can see, even within the same brand, there is a lot of differences, and a lot of kind of not just differences in quality, but also in the affordability and cost effectiveness of buying it. So now we're going to look at a completely different brand. We're going to look at Cottonelle. So here, these have already kind of half been used, but I have the Cottonelle Ultra Comfort Care, and this again is a little bit like the Charmin not Charmin Basic, just the Charmin brand in general, where it kind of advertises itself as more of a luxurious brand, that it's softer, that it's better to use, it's better for your skin, etc. And so in here, this was a pack. I would hold it up, but I think all the toilet rolls are actually going to fly out of it. So this is a 24 double roll pack instead of a 48 single roll pack. So it's saying that this pack of 24 double rolls is going to be just as effective as if this this package was double the size and there was 48 rolls inside it. So here we go, just to give you a visual on what it looks like in the stores. I'm sure that you'll all be able to recognise the packaging and the brand. So if we look at this, on the front it says there's 24 double rolls in this particular package, and there's 154 2-ply sheets on each roll. If we look at the square footage, there's 388.8 square foot in the total rolls that are sold within this pack. So if we look at this brand, we've got 388.8 square feet, and we're looking at a value of about $11.98 for the 24 rolls if you go to Walmart. And these again are 0.0308, so just over 3 cents, very marginally, so we can basically say that this is about 3 cents per square foot. So, you know, it's better value buying this entire pack of 24 rolls than buying one pack of these Charmin 6-pack rolls, because this is 5 cents per square foot and you're getting 6, and this Cottonelle is 3 cents and you're getting 24. So this is much better value than buying the 6-pack separately or multiple times to make up the same roll count. And the last packet of toilet tissue that I want to look at is a relatively discount brand. It's a relatively different brand because it kind of prides itself on all of its toilet tissue being recycled, which is obviously a great plus because it's good for the environment. At the end of the day, we are flushing this down the toilet, and so why not, you know, why not do something that's going to help the environment as well. So if I can lift this up, this is Marcal. This is more of kind of an office supply brand. You might see this in Staples quite a lot, or at the big bulk discount stores like Costco. But this is Marcal, and this is a 20 roll pack. And it prides itself again on kind of, instead of it being a soft brand, this is more of a kind of a bulk discount brand, so you're getting 1,000 toilet tissues per roll. And it's still saying that it's soft, it's strong, it's comfortable, but at most it's affordable. And so on here, again, it says long lasting value. This is a 20 bathroom tissue roll. It says there's 1,000 1-ply sheets per roll, so 1,000 1-ply sheets. So I believe the Charmin, which had the 1-ply 12 roll pack, which was this one, the basic variety here. This one had 1-ply sheets as well, but this had 264 sheets per roll, and this Marcal brand here has 1,000 1-ply sheets per roll. So even just from that, we can tell that it is a much better brand in terms of kind of the size of the roll. But whether it's cost effectiveness for the size of the roll, you know, that's something that we need to take into account. So this is apparently 2,106.9 square feet in this whole package of 20 rolls, which is a phenomenal amount of square footage for 20 rolls. We've just looked at the Cottonelle brand there, which was 24 rolls, and its square footage was 388.8. So that's a lot more square footage for even less amount of rolls, which is something to bear in mind. This is going to look like it's probably the best, and again, obviously it's known as a discount brand, so we can probably expect that. So the Marcal 20 rolls, and I can't hold it up because it's so heavy, but it has 2,106.9 square footage per pack, and it has a price of around $18.97. So out of all of the brands that we've looked at, it does have the most costly price tag attached to it. You know, in comparison to, say, the Cottonelle 24 pack, it was $11.98 for that pack. We're almost paying double for less rolls. That's what it seems like on the outside. It seems like we're paying almost double for less rolls, for 4 less rolls. So why would we spend so much money? But that's why it's really important to look at this square footage value, because we're actually getting more than 10 times, not more than 10 times, but we're almost getting about 7 or 8 times the amount of square footage per roll than we are if we bought the Cottonelle double rolls. So that's something that you really do need to bear in mind, rather than look at the price tag and think that's really expensive for right now, I don't need that many toilet rolls. In the long run, it is going to benefit you because they're going to last longer, and you're not going to have to spend money every single week or every 2 weeks buying new toilet tissue. So 1897 divided by the 2,106.9 square feet for this Marcal 20 roll pack, and we get a price per square foot of 0.0090, which is less than 1 cent per square foot, which is an exceptional price. This was even if we didn't use any coupons. If we did use a coupon on this, it would be even less. But we do have a coupon as well on the Marcal website at the moment, which I believe is only $1 off. We do find that with the toilet paper brands, there usually is very little in the way of really good coupons that come out. Maybe once every so often we'll snag a good one, but generally they're not that great. And so for me, I tend to kind of really cut my costs with buying toilet paper when I get good deals at CVS or good deals at Walmart, where I might get a little bit of overage, or I might get a good discount coupon from CVS itself, which will be able to apply to the toilet paper, which may be a little bit more outstanding in out of pocket. So as we can see, this Marcal brand is the best in terms of affordability, how much you're going to get, and the long-lasting value that it's going to give you. And obviously a lot of people have different preferences. This may not be your preference brand, this may be uncomfortable for you, you may not like it as much as say the Cottonelle or the Charmin brands, which are obviously a little bit softer. But you've got to think of it, even when you are shopping for those brands, and even within the same brand, am I getting a good affordable good value for money on these, or am I just being kind of cheated by the advertising that the company gives out? So this is something that, you know, you really do need to look out for. I'm going to put all of the details for each of the toilet rolls, the prices and the square footage and how much it's going to cost per square footage in the down bar below for you to check out, and that'll give you a better idea when you do go shopping or before you go shopping to maybe have a look at which brands that you are interested in buying, which ones you usually buy, and maybe do the calculation for yourself and see if you are actually getting a good value for money for yourself. So like I said, I'm going to put all those details in the down bar. Please subscribe. I'm going to have a video coming out on around Tuesday, Wednesday this week on my latest CVS haul, and I hope you can stay tuned for that. So have a great night. Bye!